Hello, test, test, going live. Just making sure this is working and that you guys can hear me okay. Okay, so the mic doesn't sound too bad. Antics. A, I have no idea what game to pick. And B, hell yes. I would be down for a game night. I do not know what game to play, though. I mean, it depends on what type of game you're in for. Do you want a more party type of game? Do you want like a board game type game? So there's a few different routes that can go. That's something I should check. Who is here right now? Just give me a sec. Sorry. Not quite sure what to do right now. Hello, The Journey. I am doing all right today. I did see your question. I'd be down for a game night. I just don't know what type of game you're looking to play. Card games, board games, like what? Something easy for a crowd. I mean, you trying to get, like, how many people are you trying to involve? Group of streamers. Cards Against Humanity? I don't know if you're looking to go, like, PG, PG-13, what type of rating you want on the game. 5 to 8? I mean, Cards Against Humanity wouldn't be too bad, and it could lead to some funny shit. Yeah, Cards Against Humanity is pretty funny. If you want to do it with a bunch of streamers, there should be a... What's the website for it? Is this it? See if there's a website I can find, because there should be some ways to set up a party where you're playing Cards Against Humanity online with people. There should be a few different websites that you could do that with. I want to make a game, a new game. We'll call it Stuff. Let me just see if I can get this to work. Okay. So yeah, if you go to picturecards.online, there is a way to set up a Cards Against Humanity game that you can send out links to and invite codes. So you can set up how many points to win, how many bots, how many cards in your hand, the max players, and stuff like that. Yeah, Picture Cards Online doesn't look too bad. And yeah, you're right, Antics. Yeah, some of the cards can get a bit raunchy. Let me think of something else. I mean, there's a lot of shit you could do. You could just set up like a... Oh, Tracker, don't you growl at me, you little... Don't you growl at me. Rah! What are you doing? I'm moving a chair. You can stop. He's a little bugger. He's just a little bugger. Ah, woof. Could try like sorry. I'm trying to think. Let me see what else. What's this game? Could try Code Names. I've never played it personally, but it's not bad. I've heard it's not bad, at least. Discord has some good stuff, like if we were to set it up over Discord, but I'm assuming you want to use like StreamYard or something. I'm going to sit down. I'm curious now. Pin the pin to the org, but as soon as you do, the target moves. Don't know what that is. Wait a minute. Right. That's who that was. I knew that name sounded familiar. Sorry, The Journey. I was looking at your community page and found the fundraiser for Marie Billheimer. I realized I wrote down the story about what happened to her husband in my her ex-husband, well, former husband, in my mass document. That's better. Wait. So I've got him at 15 when he joined. No. Her at 15 when she joined the SO, 16 when she married Aaron. Aaron was 17. But then, give me a sec. Okay, so I have him at about 21 at the Hollywood Inn when the event happened. I didn't have any idea that originally Aaron was trained as an auditor and put into something called the Cracker Jack unit, which is about putting people on the meter for ethics actions. Yeah. Hold on. That was October. Yep, I've got that part. He mentioned in 2004 that he wanted a divorce and had gotten pulled over in late October. Oh, that's what that is? I didn't know that. I'm just going to just put that in there. Hang on. HGB, Hollywood Inn, now Hollywood Test Center. I know his father left the Sea Org before he ended his life. And his mother was at the Flag Bureau at the Flag Liaison Office at the HGB. I know he and Marie went through a round of Scientology marriage counseling at one point. What other info do I have? Yeah, their marriage was in Vegas, and they flew back on the same day. But they later had a wedding at Elysian Park near Dodger Stadium. Oh yeah, she's disconnected from her mom. I don't know about her sisters, or if she's disconnected from her dad. She was born in, and she was a member for 30 years. I'm not talking about Heather, I'm talking about Marie. I don't know who Heather is. I'm assuming you might be referring to her mom. Because I'm not quite sure if... Her mom, I have a woman named June, not a Heather. No, Pool Inn. I will give this information. 3 days after he passed away, a lecture by Hubbard was played. They played the marriage lecture, and the person who had chosen the tape knew what happened, and Marie ended up getting up and walked out in front of 800 people. She worked at a Wise company after she left, and she had a freeloader debt of over $160,000, but she didn't pay it. And then she got remarried in 2007. Let me go to hers for a second again. Yeah, I have that Marie was at her desk. She was crying after her husband's death, and she spoke to Kirsten Catano They both decided that it was best that Marie left her post. No one else knew what happened, so they just treated her like shit. She was put in regular berthing, and then she was written up for abandoning her post. Fucking scumbags. Hey, Tilty. Oh, yeah, Panther Piss. Let me see where that is here. Panther Piss. Oh, I don't have the link for it. It's basically an electrolyte mixture of a drink that was given out at the PAC RPF to keep RPFers hydrated rather than for them to actually enjoy. It was just something they had to drink in order to get like vitamins and shit that they needed in order to keep going without like cramping up and dehydrating. Yeah, Chris Shelton explained it to me. I'll actually get the video for that. I'll throw it in the link to my sources for that one. Playlists. Staff stories. Throw that in there. Oh, wait, no, that's not it. Why? What? Oh, that's just a day in the RPF. Is that only part of it? Or am I looking for something else? I'm not looking for staff stories. I'm looking for Quickie Scientology? Nope. That was Key to Life, Life Orientation. Shorts? Maybe? Nope, that's wrong bot on David Miscavige. Let me go back to staff stories. Got LA training, assistant tech aid training, 5-day EPF. Let me get the transcript. I'll tell you what it was. Hold on. He says that it was an electrolyte-laden solution that somebody came up with, probably not a Hubbard invention. But honey, maybe vinegar, salt, water, and something else, and then some kind of orange flavoring mixed in. And it was pure, just drink this for the electrolytes and the nutrients, not because it tastes good. I forgot about cosmic toilet crimes. Wait, is that what they were called? The upper, middle, and lower villas? Or were they something else? Income, gold base, buildings. Yeah, lower, middle, and upper villas. Okay. Oh my God, the flux. To just point out that once more, that section is... Yes, yes, it is. And that is purely my doing. I called it that because I wanted to call it that, not because that's what it was known as, but I thought it'd be funnier to be called that. Haciendas was... Why do I want to say that's somewhere else? Hacienda Gardens. Yeah, Hacienda Gardens is in Clearwater. Yeah, that's over at 551 North Saturn Avenue. Houses all the Sea Org members. I'm going to use a map and actually like point to each of these individual buildings on base. The G unit mudslide? Yes, that's exactly what it was. Is that the gold base? Yes, it is. I will show you guys a map, actually. So let me get this all loaded up. I will create a new scene. Pardon. Actually, no. I could just go to here, look up a picture of gold base, a map of it at the very least. Is this a clear picture or is this kind of a shitty one? No, it's a good picture. All right, so I'll open this picture up here and I will show you where we see flooding. Give me 1 second, everybody. Go to this. I'll open this up in a separate window. Go here. I will do gaming right now. I will call it that. We'll open up a window capture. Nope, we don't want to open that. We want to open the gold base picture. But I want the cursor to be captured. Capture cursor. Let me order this, move to the top. Can you guys see my cursor moving at all? Just want to check. No. Why is my cursor not there? Properties. Why is it not capturing the cursor? You know what'll be easier? If I were to do this instead. I'll green shot this bitch. Copy the picture. Open in an image editor. Max this window out. Switch the windows to properties. Can we switch it? Screenshot image editor. Perfect. So we are looking at for damage. Let me open up my facts page just as a little thing up here. Fuck it. I'll shrink this to half. Exit out of that. Exit out of that. I don't want to leave that. The poop everywhere incident? I do not know about this. F. Sciento toilet crimes? Yes. All right. Actually, I'll just fucking take a picture of my notes. That'll make it easier. If we exit out of here, or minimize that at the very least. So this is the basic idea of what we are looking at. Load up a circle, line thickness of 4. Okay. So for damage, we have a water tower at the top of a hill, which I only assume is this. Probably, I could be wrong. This was dented. The gym, this area right here, had broken tiles from a fallen tree. These were flooded. David Miscavige lived in here. This building was flooded. This building was flooded. Oh no, that's the garage. Where the fuck is the gym? Hang on. The gym. That's over. Nope, it's not that, you little son of a bitch. Fuck off. I think. Which one was the gym? Wait, where's Senate Castle? I don't have a full map. Senate Castle's. Wait a minute. Let me just. Yeah, we know where that is. The gym should be right nearby. No, replaced an earlier building called the gym. That's not the gym. That's the Purification Center. Either way, there was another building that was flooded called the gym. The garage was flooded. That's this. Qual del Sol. Electricity was out everywhere, and the mudslide ruined this area right here. That's the G units. So we had this one flooded, this one flooded, these two flooded, this flooded, one more building, probably I believe over here. Or is that the gym? This might be it. This might be the gym right here. Because that's Bonnie View, that's building 50. These are studios 1 and 2, I believe. This is the Massacre Canyon Inn. That's the dining hall and muster area. This is staff berthing. This is the running program. This is where people are overboarded. This is Massacre Canyon Inn. That's the dining hall. No, this is, fuck, what building is that? It's not the G units. That's... Where the fuck is CMO Inn and Exec Strata? Oh no, that is CMO Inn and Exec Strata. Where the fuck's Qual? Oh no, that's Qual. This is the hole. That's Exec Strata. But yes, so I have an idea of the areas that were flooded. I don't have to show this anymore. So let me open this back up, switch back over to here, minimize that, open this. And check that. Everyone food poisoned. The whole bit. What? I thought it was just the yogurt. Oh my god, I want to find out about this now. We have an ethics rundown and it starts with tracking the source of out hygiene. Yep. That's a lot of damage. It's a lot of emotional damage, too. I feel like the prisoner and you're number 2. Trying to rescue number 9. What? I'm not sure what that is. I might be missing something here. Oh, my Uggs. Those are going to be comfy. My dog's just being a cute little bugger. I don't know why he's so comfortable in here. It's weird. He doesn't usually like to chill out in here, but now that we put this little chair right over here. Fuck. Here. He just likes it. And whatever. It stops him from growling at me when I try to fucking leave. Because he's a little bastard that way. By the way, like the title says, if anyone would like to join in on this stream, I can send you an invite. The fucking ham. He's God damn it, I can't. What the fuck? I feel like I don't have any hand-eye coordination. He's just a little, yeah, he is. He's a little lazy ham. But I will send you an invite, the journey. Tilty, would you like an invite as well? Antics, would you be interested? The journey, do I have your email? I'm trying to remember. Wait, Home Safety Hotline is on sale? Sorry, looking at a new game. It's $11.99. That's not too bad. Okay. I mean, a few, depending on if my buddy's... Okay. Antics, would you like an invite? Actually, should be able to go right to your channel. If I can open it up in a separate window. Go to my live stream. Actually, why am I doing that when I can just look up your channel name by itself? So there's your channel name. More. Email. Found it. I will send you an invite shortly. Okay. Here is your invite. Copy paste. Send. You should be receiving it soon. I can't fucking speak. Well, if you decide Antics, I will shoot the email out to you. And if you decide to join, you decide. And if you don't, you don't. Compose. Actually, I don't even, yeah. Antics. Invite. Send. And I will send one to Tilty. Just in case. Send. Huh. Never heard of that before. Oh, there's Journey. Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. Welcome.
Nice to meet you.
It's good to meet you too.
Yeah. No, as soon as you were like, oh, let me go over the buildings, I was like, can we clap? Because all these entities and big buildings, it's just like Sciento. It's like, okay, what's in those buildings?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then going to find the, streams that they did go over it. I was like, you know how long ago that was?
I had one stream a little while ago that I went over some of the buildings on Gold Base, but I don't remember what stream it was.
Yeah. And that's why I was like, okay, I have a direct question. And I know you probably answered this, but I was like, yeah. No, as soon as you were going, I was like, wait, what?
Don't worry, that's what my mass document is for.
Yeah. No, I found kind of what you're doing, but not really highlighting each. It's pretty much just written out in a chronicle layering from pulling from like books that they ex-Scientologists or the Free Zone or whatever independent have been doing. They have stuff documented from the beginning, like 50s and 40s, all this. Yeah. And it's on their website.
Oh, shit.
So I've been finding when something opened and when something turned to something else. And I was like, okay, I can't get lost in these weeds because I'm over here. And I was like, I found another list. All I do is find lists. I'm like, oh.
Okay, so I found a picture of the int base mapped and labeled. I will share that in just a second.
Yeah, that's cool.
Go to... God, my camera looks stupid. Gotta fix it. All right, so we'll keep that. Go to present, share screen. This thingy. This one. I know I can zoom in if necessary. It's kind of shit view, but you got like over here, got the cinema castle.
Yes, they say that's closed now.
The cinema castle is closed.
It's hilarious. No, on the Google Maps, because I'm doing my thing, right? And I've already I posted a link just so that way people can see, but I'm transferring everything to Google My Maps. It's a different layout, and it you could publish it. So no, it's not just a link or that people can go in. But once you try to search for something, it kicks you out. That's not what the published work is. And since they've been updating and redoing pictures, like making it look nice, it's hilarious with my pin wars. And then they've like added pins and they've been closing things out. Even the CLO Canada, I was like, I'm not buying that, but I'll write that note, I was like, sure. And they were like, no, this is permanently closed. They no longer make movies. I was like, sure.
Well, don't they just do that at their fucking film TV studio now?
Well, that's the thing. It's like you don't think you're going to do any promos, any type of like gearing up for like Elron's birthday or whatever crap, promotional stuff. No, I'm like, I'm pretty sure you do crap there too. But I'm like, no one knows because everybody's like shut in there. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm going to find out. Yeah. Who verified that? A Sea Org member. That's why I'm like, okay, like anyone really knows.
Yeah.
Other than the people there. Yeah. So, no, I keep an eye on this and I keep an eye on, they used to have a lot more GoFundMes for orgs, for missions, for especially the Way to Happiness, and that's how I found Marie, and I was like, oh, and then I stirred the pot apparently because some people on the board didn't know, and how it was presented was not a good thing, and so she was denied. And I was like, I was the one that alerted everybody, and I sent an email to Nora going, she was on the aftermath. She's exactly one of us. Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know what to call him I don't want to call him the whole. So I either say Hubbard or, the old man. I don't know.
Sometimes I call him Laffy.
Because some people get triggered by him, and I'm like, yeah. Because I'm like, he was weird to begin with.
Yeah.
No, all these little entities, his houses, are creepy.
Yeah. They're houses, well, not too many houses, but hold on, let me get the picture again. So, can I move it with this? Yes, I can. Perfect. Okay. Is my cursor viewable?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, castle, little detention compound that's called Old Gilman House. I think this area is now emptied out. This area doesn't have anything anymore. Bonnie View, this is Hubbard's mansion up here. This is the water tower that was dented. Guest houses, tennis courts, and theater. You got building 50 right over here, RTC. You've got tunnel here and tunnel here so that you don't have to cross at the gates. You got the garage where they store Hubbard's cars with a full tank of gas and the keys in the ignition ready to go. And also this is where they had the showers for the hole. The hole was right here at CMO and Exec Strata. Del Sol is staff auditing rooms. I'm pretty sure that's for like correction. Yes. This is staff cafeteria and the muster area right in the back. This was the running program.
Yeah.
Like I said, overboarding. Yeah.
I don't know if it was on Google Maps or it was on somebody. They have a person in the background leaving.
Really?
He was on the running program. So like, that's why I'm catching all this stuff, and on Google My Map.
Oh, hang on. What's going on
I
here?
have drone footage of the Wyoming property that they were trying to build a vault on, and I that's why I was like, dude, send me any pictures, guys, even if it's of protesting or this, whatever, because this is no longer my map. It's too big. I'm I'm like swimming over here with entities that I'm
There's
like,
a lot of shit.
Do further. This is gonna be a lifetime. Like, I'll be updating this map every month, at least once. So I'm like, yeah. So it's things like this that, you know, and then I don't know if I can do links, but I would love to, you know, redirect to like you or to other resources, so it's not just coming out of my ass, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I'd send out my mass document, but it'd be nice if I could update it in real time without having to constantly, like, if I put it up on Google Drive, it'd be nice if I could upload it and then edit it on Google Drive without having to fucking resynchronize everything. And
yeah, and that's what I accidentally did with Google My Maps. I had the first 7 entities, which is the spiritual high tech, which totally moved over to kind of what do they call it? I wanted to say auditing, but it's author services.
Author services, yeah.
Yeah. So it's like all those properties, and then I uploaded. So I wouldn't do each one. I just uploaded a bunch. I overrid everything. So everything that I even like could play with, because I mean, they have pins in the freaking ocean. I don't know how you get approved to put, no, seriously, like in Italy, they had a mission. Now next to it, since they've been adding and changing stuff, is an org in the ocean. ARC Services, which is a rehab, like a person from Narconon or whatever that was in charge of Narconon in Quebec. They put it way past Quebec in the ocean. But I found their real address and I put it on the bottom. Like I redid a pin, but I was like, you want to be in the ocean? I'll put you in the freaking ocean. And then I'm like, for the icon, I'm doing shipwrecks because you're a flunk. Like, you're not scuba diving. You're not, what am I supposed to do with that?
Yeah.
And I have saunas for the freaking Narconon. I'm like, I'll make this shit up.
Give me 1 second, just letting the dog out.
Guilty what? Stop breathing.
Oh, yeah, I can zoom in on some places if you need be. So, yeah, these are the lower, middle, and upper villas. I'm pretty sure David Miscavige lives in the upper villas.
And I know the Headleys went over it too, like with Sterling and stuff. But I'm like, it's been so long that's what I was also going to find, because I was watching their live when they were talking about, they called it a shit show, a literal shit show with everyone crapping their pants.
Like Tilty said, I have to find out about this now.
Bathrooms, everything. I don't know if it wasn't rice or anything, but it was something to where like they would dump the fresh stuff on the old stuff. And yeah, because they're not trained in, you know, like,
well,
hey, If it's bad and old, your body
Throw it
can't process
away.
Everyone freaking got.
I gotta find this.
And so, no, it was poop everywhere, and no one could make it to the bathroom. Imagine everybody trying to get to the bathroom, and there's only a certain amount of bathrooms. And so it was bad. I was just like, you all eat communally, and you're all shitting communally.
No wonder everyone's getting sick.
I know. Yeah, and they found out that the person wasn't. So can you imagine how out ethics they were?
Yeah, well,
you're not trained. How are you supposed to know? And
wait, I'm still sharing that. Hang on. What am I sharing?
And of course, everybody in the galley is like on the lowest totem pole anyways.
Yeah. I'm seeing if I can find the old... Oh, here we go. Handling ship-wide dysentery. One of my old ChatGPT chats. Hang on. No, that's a yogurt incident. That's just random new bureaucratic positions like the silence monitor and the chalkboard manager.
I don't know about that one.
I asked ChatGPT to just create a bunch of new random org posts.
Oh.
What is it? The dysentery, handling the person responsible, investigation and documentation according to the data series and knowledge reports. Then you need to give them an ethics hearing and place them in a condition such as liability. You have to apply liability, and then you have to get them escalating through the conditions. God. I fucked with these bots too many times. But I was going to say that's why every single thing in my mass document, I try to put the links in as I find them so I don't lose track. But I put it out there. I'm just worried about, like, members who are currently out ex-members who are out that I technically have written information on, like, not being comfortable with it being released. I just don't want to invade anyone's privacy by just, like, having I know it's technically all public sources and interviews, but I don't know, part of me doesn't want to be seen as the weird person who is keeping track of literally almost everybody.
I'm a weirdo. I have been investigating people behind the scenes for a year now. I have so much shit on the org that I covered, and now I'm gathering information about everyone in San Francisco org. So I feel like a creeper. And just to let you know, if you review on Yelp or Google or any of those, like, they put them together. And if you are doing reviews and you go to your local spots, if I was a creeper, like a true creeper, I could totally run into this person and act like I just ran into you.
Mm-hmm. Because
she had it's like a 2-block radius.
Yeah, there's not much space to go off.
Don't do that. Like, because, yeah. And that's why I was like, when I go I knew SacOrg was following me because I'm between Sacramento and San Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
And I just chose Sacramento for parking. Parking's easier. But, yeah, it's like the person that gave me a notice of trespass. They're like, we just don't want you in our building. And they were like, you're blocking the door. But then the cops weren't saying what they really wanted me to leave because they thought they own the sidewalk. Because it is a not through street. It's I call it the moat of despair. Because it's by trash cans, dumpsters, and the car garage and everything where you can park. So I'm like, are you serious? They think this whole thing's theirs? Like, you want me to walk in the street? And they're like, no. And I was like, yeah. So what do they want? They don't want me in the building? I've never been in their building. So the person that signed, I got her name. I looked her, I really looked her up. And I'm like, she's all in this 2 blocks. Dude, don't do that.
Yeah.
You're letting people where you pretty much, live.
Eat, sleep, and shit.
Yeah, no. So she's getting married this year too. Her whole wedding is online. And then I connect that person to, Braille, and I was like, oh, you guys are 1 degree separation. So yeah, don't worry about the creeping. I've been creeping for a long time behind the scenes.
I'm creating a Google Drive right now of the info that I currently have, and I will send you that link so you can take a look.
Okay.
Let me go to here. And then I should also put a link to the software I use to open the thing. What's your operating system?
What do you mean?
Windows, Mac, Linux.
Okay. Right now I'm using Safari. Bless you.
What'd you say?
No, I'm not using. I don't know. My husband's a tech person. I'm like, I have a window open, but I don't know what it is.
Give me 1 second.
How do I find out?
Log in now.
My husband sneezes loud. Microsoft Edge.
Okay, so you're using Windows. Okay, cool.
I'm sorry.
You're good.
Like, I push a button and it works. If it doesn't, I don't know what to do. I call my tech person.
Where? There's a reason. Why is it doing that? Go here, downloads. Oh, okay, I already got it. All right, cool. Mass info. Put that in there too. So yeah, I'll send you the exe to install the program. I found it to be like the best hierarchical note-taking application I've ever used. And now I can only use it. I don't even use fucking Word or Notepad anymore because it doesn't do what I want.
I know, I've been just using Google Docs. And then, of course, spreadsheets. And then, yeah. So I've been just winging it because I've never done anything like this. I've never been an activist. I'm like, I stay in the middle. You guys can have your opinions, and I'm just going to be. And then this, I was like, wait, it's still happening? Whoa, no.
All right, so
I'm watching it as okay, we stopped in the 90s, early 90s. We're done. No.
All right, so you should receive an email with links to the mass info folder where you can download each Cherry Tree document, and then the exe to install Cherry Tree.
Did it come from T?
T? What?
Yeah.
Hang on. I'll send it to you directly.
It says fold share, because I know T, but I was like.
What did it say?
It says T. Oh, I don't know.
Hold on. Oh, let me actually fix this again. All right, hold it up to the camera. Inbox. Folder share. Mass info. Yes, but if you are going to open it, you should use it on your
Okay,
Windows.
I'm just making sure it's from you. I'm like,
yep. I don't know why it says T. My name is not T.
And that's why I'm like, I know a T Perth, Perth from Perth Audit.
Yeah, it might just be what Google uses to share stuff.
So I gave you an address that I have on my phone, automated with the password, but not on my computer.
Okay.
So I get, complicated over here. Because I don't know what I'm doing.
Yes, Tilty, I would love to see that piece. It says, I think my next legit art piece is going to be my revision of the emotional tone scale. Covert hostility should be like towards the top. Actually, not even covert hostility. It's overt hostility at this point.
There it is. Open. Okay, I'm requesting access.
Oh, I don't know why you have to. Hang on. All right. Oh, that's why I sent it to your other email. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I sent it to I sent it to Compass Journey.
Okay. Do you want my?
No, you're good. I'll share it to your main one here. All right. So you should have received permission.
Okay. Cool. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Just curious to see what you think, especially.
Is it organization and places or which?
There's a bunch of them. I would say if you want to see the true madness of my lunacy and hyperfixation, open people first.
It's in code. Do you code?
What the fuck? All right. Did you install Cherry Tree first?
No.
That's what you got to do first. You got to install the viewer in order to view it.
That's a little damn.
I'm trying to be a coder though, so I appreciate it.
What should I use? Cloud Drive to mail, copy URL to Google Drive?
Are you able to just right click on the exe file and click download?
That's what I'm trying and it wouldn't. Okay, can't scan file for viruses.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, download anyway. Okay.
There we go. Now you should be able to run it.
Because I kept clicking it and it was like, it's not giving me anything.
Yeah.
And it will be in downloads.
I originally had them all combined into one main document called People and Events, but every time it auto-saved, every 10 minutes, it took like 10, 15 seconds to auto-save because of all the shit in it. So I figured I'll break it down into smaller sections before it gets too big.
It's downloading. I don't know if you could see my madness.
I like your madness. Show me the madness.
Do you see it in the video?
I see it in the video, but I would like a closer look at what you have.
Okay. I have. What is that last one? They are individual cards. This is straight up clear water. And I don't have all of them. Because I just got the spreadsheet.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, that's another list I got to go through. So what do I do from here? Just keep?
So download. Yep. I don't know exactly what you're looking at.
Okay. So
What do
it
you
says
mean?
downloads. It downloaded.
Now just click the exe file to install. And then it should run the whole installation bullshit.
So always use this app to open?
Yeah, because you're only going to use it. Wait, does it say only for CTD files?
For .cr download files.
I don't know what a CR download file is. I'm just going to say no.
Okay. Why aren't you letting me open? Well, it's telling me that that's the type that it's on.
All right. Hang on. Do you have the program installed?
No? Downloaded.
Okay.
But...
So what happens when you double click? Take a picture and put your phone up to the camera. Or you could share your screen. It might make it easier that way.
Can I share?
Yeah, if you go to the bottom of StreamYard, there should be a thing called Present.
Okay. I might go Inception on you.
That's fine.
Oh, no. It actually opened up. What? I think this is the one.
Okay, let me open this up. Add to stage. Yep, so you've already downloaded it. So go to your downloads folder.
Do you see it at all?
I see. Are you sharing your screen or just the window app, just the Gmail browser? Just the browser.
Just that page.
Okay, you might need to switch what you're streaming, what you're sharing to like just the whole computer layout itself. If you click present, share screen, there should be one where you can click entire screen. One of the options should be entire screen.
Okay, I'm looking for a pop-up.
Nothing?
No.
All right.
Oh, yes.
Okay, cool.
I was looking at the wrong thing.
All right, so now go to your downloads.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
Go to my downloads. Where's my downloads?
Yep. CR download. Wait a minute. Maximize that window.
Oh.
CR download. That looks like it's not finished downloading yet. That might be a temporary. Hit exit on this for a second. Are you using, what are you using? You're using Edge. So click the three dots in the upper right-hand corner. Go to downloads, which is about halfway down. Okay, what does that say?
There is. Delete.
Keep. Yep.
Okay.
That's what it was. Okay. Yes. Continue.
Okay, for keep, I have either make sure you trust. Okay.
Cancel. Or
do I delete it?
no, hit cancel.
Okay, thank you.
Actually, wait, right click it? Oh yeah, just click it. Keep. Open up that drop down arrow. Keep anyway.
Okay. Yay! Okay, that was the issue.
So hold on, click more info up towards the top of the blue menu, the blue window that just opened up.
Which one?
Up
Oh,
there,
got
right
it.
there, and then click run. Run anyway. And then it should do the whole permission thing.
Do you want to allow this app from?
Yes.
Okay. English, yes, that's my.
Stupid license agreements.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay, install. Okay.
And this way you might be able to use it to throw some of your notes onto a digital format if you want, instead of using the cards.
Awesome. Yeah, no, I also need a physical form because when it's placed in somewhere and goes up in the air, I'm like, what do I have?
Out of sight, out of mind type of thing?
Yes. And so I have 2 of these boxes, and they're all so like this one's in the ocean. But they all have information of what I have on them, all the websites, and they're divided by region and country. So
now that you have that installed, right-click, hit minimize on Cherry Tree for a second. Right-click people.ctd. Download. And then once it actually starts.
I know. It wanted me to do something else. No? Yes.
Oh, there we go. And then you should be able to just click on it and open it.
I would like to.
Nope. Hit your little folder icon right there. Oh, wait. I think it already is there. Go down to the bottom. I see Cherry Tree lighting orange. Click it. Click people. And now maximize the screen. I wish I could get rid of the stupid... Hold on one second. I'm going to try to fix something on the style of this because I want to get rid of the stupid live with StreamYard and the... Actually, you know what? Grab the top bar of the window and just drag it down a little. Yep, and now just drag it, drop it. Yep, right there. Perfect. Open the top up a little. Just put, like, grab the top. Yep, right there. Gotcha. And then just extend it up. Keep going. Go, go, go. Stop. And then just a little bit more to the right. There you go. All right, so now if you go to the left-hand bar where it says people, control and then scroll up. Hold control and then scroll up. And that's the way to zoom in. Okay. And now if you right-click on any of those and click expand all nodes toward the bottom, 5th from the bottom, you'll see all the names. Yeah. And then if you go to the very edge of that bar and drag it to the right, you should be able to extend it.
Gotcha.
No, the right side of the gray bar. Right there. Now you can see.
That's what I've been doing. Yep. And I have like almost 11,000 screenshots.
Holy shit.
Because there's rabbit holes of whether they have so what Scientology has, especially Delphi, what they like to use LinkedIn, especially for all their students.
Oh,
they each have one.
Oh my God.
Because they're working.
Oh,
they're considered adding to their.
Oh yeah, because of student points.
But they're also adding to their resume. So when someone says they've been working with kids or they've been working as a therapist, which I'm trying to figure out, because she says she's licensed. Licensed with what? You majored in business.
Probably at the Hubbard College of Administration.
Yep. But how the hell are you licensed in therapy? What's your license number?
What?
Yes. That's what she says in California.
What the fuck?
Because she's a second gen. Her son is a 3rd gen at Delphi.
Oh my God.
She's a few years older than Liz Gale. So, yep.
Damn.
It blows my mind.
So, yeah,
Blows my mind. No, this is pretty cool.
yeah, if you just scroll through those names, you can click each individual one and it should open up some info about them.
That is awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem.
No, that's exactly what I have, but it's like I'm keeping them all to myself. And that's how I did one video on a person that is definitely OSA. He is the regional director for California Stan League. He's also been at Sacramento Org for a long time, and is back and forth between being the executive of day, and he's considered it, but he's safe pointed the Capitol. The CCHR guy in Sacramento has talked at the Capitol. And so here I'm coming in going, oh God, I'm watching you people, because if I go in guns a-blazing type with my mouth, I'm not going to be seen as legit. They are. And so I just watch with my streams, like while recording. And so I called them out, and they immediately made the CCHR guy disappear on social media. Yeah, his name became a dead country singer, his favorite country singer apparently. But his about page still had his name in his email. And I was like, that's you. He's hiding behind a pole. Oh my God. And I was like, I'm not here to destroy lives. I'm here to understand you and understand where the hell you're coming from and going. Because there's a lot happening. And then when I found out that one of the kids that grew up, that's a little younger than me, like 39, he essayed a bunch of people and then shipped to Clearwater to essay a bunch of people. So I'm like, excuse me. I have a problem with you. That's why. And they know exactly, because they watch my streams and I call them out on a lot of things.
How'd you find out that they watch your streams?
So one person in the comment, I have my most is like 9 people. I'm not very big, but before, like in the summertime, I only had maybe 3 to 5. And all of a sudden one person goes, that's not true. And I go, yeah, it is. Because every time I say something, you guys counter it with some sort of, information. Because I was saying in the VM, like highlight for these villages in Africa, I was doing a deep dive on this, and so was T. Perth at the same time, but we were keeping all the information to ourselves. It was literally like I was saying, the last comment that someone, typed this newsletter said, you have to move out of your area and you have to know English to move out of your area. And I'm like, say what? Yeah. Because they also kept saying these people are not barbaric, but the other word for uncivilized. And so they kept like raining down on these people. They don't even have radios, or they don't have, like Wi-Fi. Like they are so, like, and I was just like,
they are so aberrated.
I am like blown away. I was like, and so they were like, that's not true. Yeah, it is. I'll show you what I want to share the screen. And that's what I said. But they kept, and so anytime especially when I called him out, I had a feeling it was specifically them. Because anytime you were filming outside of the org, okay, they know we're live and they'll call the cops or whatever. Yeah. And so most of the time I wasn't live because I know a Sea Org member is in that org. She works from 7 a.m. like late. That's a Sea Org. And she comes from the gold base. So I'm like, oh, hell no. Because she's a sister of the spokesperson, the head spokesperson, Karen Powell.
Karen Powell, yep.
That's her sister.
Oh.
And so somehow she's in trouble. But I was like, hey, it's a family. If you join a cult, come join SAC. Because they're all family. There's 5 names to one family. They're all connected. So I'm like, hey, you get to stay with your family. But yeah, no, everything that I found, and when I called Mike Klagenberg out and showed pictures and showed and kind of like his background, he's a realtor, but all his safe pointing and everything, they totally hid the other guy. And I was like, I hope he's okay, you know. And then when they did like this, they've done it a couple of years in a row. It's a tour with no tour dates, no tour cities, no dates, nothing. But they call it the traveling museum of the Death Museum. The
Oh God! As soon as you said museum, my brain went of death.
Staff literally did this art pop-up wall. It was only supposed to be there for 2 days. It was 3 because it was so successful. And it was a grand opening with the red ribbon ceremony and everything. Mike Klagenberg got to cut the ribbon, and there was no tour. That was it. 3 days.
Wow, what a tour.
But the guy that's in charge was missing. They grabbed the truth about drugs guy. He's a little mousy to me. Not over, you know, everything. But they brought him in as a plate replacement, and I was like, where's the head dude? Where's the OSA op? Because I called him OSA too. Because you, according to Jeffrey Hawkins that I talked to, if you talk to police or any authority with or news outlet, you're OSA. You got the clearance to talk. Otherwise, you shut up. And so here I'm like, okay, that's the other OSA. I was like, where is he? And then he pops back up after 3 months. And so I was like, do I need to go down to the CCHR? Because I was just like, where'd you go? You have this grand opening moment. Is it because of me? Yeah. Because I was waiting to talk to the, you know, to relieve a message. So I was not making it known I was there. But the 3rd generation, the little girl, because she looked malnourished for a young woman, like 21, but she was only 14. So then as soon as I realized who it was, the little girl, she's in there eating breakfast for auditing to go on course. And here I was like, oh my gosh, that's so, you know, I went black because I was from my screen because I went to screenshot it, but of course it goes black because I'm doing live. Turn around, Mike Klagenberg is like walking right into me and his eyes get huge. And I was like, I'm not here. I'm horrible at this secret operation.
Secret agent lady.
He's pointing at me. He's like, you, and you're letting her film. And I'm just like, I'm not here. I go get lunch. I'm just eating at the steps waiting for the person that's there. She does trash and everything. That's how I know. I'm like, this person who was at the gold base is still stuck there. And she's my age. She's in her 40s. So that's your life. And so here I'm just trying to let her know about an old friend and give her a message. And I'm eating my lunch and he just walks up because I'm right by the elevator. And he looks at the elevator and he looks at me and he's like, tries to make himself so small. And he's taller than me. I'm 5'6". So he's probably 5'10", 5'11". And he's big.
But he's trying to shrink himself down. And
oh my gosh, he pushes the buttons, puts his hand in his pocket, and just sits there. And I just act like I'm like, I didn't notice. Because I'm not live at all. So they didn't know I was still around. This is why they think they own the whole thing. And I was like, nope. I'm not leaving away for someone to.
I wish I could be out there on the West Coast with you guys.
Oh, San Francisco is different.
So,
So the Sacramento org is only 4 blocks away from the Capitol.
mm-hmm.
And you have to, it's kind of like you have to mind your P's and Q's there. Because, yeah, you can be free spirit, do talk and everything. But you need to know facts and like a lawyer and everything. You can't just have it all emotion. San Francisco, you can let your freak flag fly, everything. They've had plenty of cults. You can have your opinion, and it is what it is. But they have no one's going in Sacramento org.
Mm-hmm.
They try to have they had all safari hats. They had a safari day theme, and that's why I was like, why are they all in hats?
I'm sure it was about Ron the Explorer.
It was weird, but that's what I would do. I would just film the whole time. And then when I really got on this, and my family was like, we don't like you because you're with the dumpsters in this alley. So it's like, it's kind of, and it's just like a weird vibe anyways. So, yeah. But I've researched even lawsuits, because a couple of them during COVID and right before COVID, bank collections on a couple of those people.
Really?
So, it's public record.
Shit.
Their name is attached to it. And then the one, I think in 2018 or 17, she was the executive director, and she had filed for bankruptcy. But in a year to a year and a half, her husband completed OT8. So I'm like, that would be great for the IRS, because how did the bank pay for that? Pay for the religious experience?
Damn.
So that's what I think, because the bank can't really because it would be against religious freedom if they just start pulling names. But if they have an anonymous tip,
they have a lead to go off of.
Right. Because do banks really, and a number, an actual physical, hey, at this time it says they did this. And then when you match up with Scientology's programming, bridge type thing, are you paying for it? Instead of, because I guess the IRS doesn't care. Not too much.
I'm sure they'll care if you actually report it.
I know. But someone needs to be watching. Because if I can find that shit without
anybody can find that shit.
That's why I was like, I'm just a person that puts in a name and goes through every single page. And then So yeah.
That's awesome.
I get the creep vibe, because I felt like, I was like, man. But then I was like, you know what? Screw it. You guys put your faces out there with all your group photos, but we can't take a photo? I'm like,
no, that's hypocritical if you ask me.
Yeah. It's not how it works, especially on social media. And that's the other reason why I knew they were watching. I had said, and I didn't say a name, but I said someone at Sacramento org who is in Sacramento she's a mission holder. And I think I may have said that. So I'm like, I pinpointed her anyways. But on Facebook, it literally says she does not give permission to any government to take her pictures and use them for their use. And I was like, you publish it. It's anyone's. And she took it down in the next day or two. That's why I was like, oh, okay. Hi, person. Because it was only, max 3 people that would stay in my chat. So I'm like, okay, cool. You're hanging out with me.
I am curious how many of my viewers in the past have been Scientologists, if any. I'm very curious about Well, even just OSA interaction or OSA
Mhm.
engagement. I want to know if OSA's watching my shit, because if they are, that makes me feel like more pride in what I do.
Well, that's why I was like, why are you guys worried about me? I'm like keeping all this information to myself for right now because I don't know what to do with it. And I don't want you guys to know exactly what I have. But I've flat out done, because I couldn't find the share button for like 7 months. Like I would, but I would go Inception. And now I do it on Chrome and it doesn't go on Inception. I can actually share, and I have 2 cameras set up. So I was like, okay. But since I had this, I was like, oh, I didn't go Chrome. So I don't know what to do with the buttons. But I have, and I printed out, like I had an industrial copy machine, everything on Narconon, Northern California. Everything. And I swear they're still operating because it's the same damn people. They've changed their name so many times. Watsonville, which is California, and South Lake Tahoe are owned now by the same people that also helped open Narconon in Hawaii. They're on those documents. But somehow they're saying South Lake Tahoe is not Narconon, and the other one, but South Lake Tahoe is for profit and in commerce and everything. But they have, in the past, when they were Narconon, so many police records. I have 3 years worth. And then I have also, because what the big thing in Watsonville was, someone died going to the ER. And no one reported it for a year until a staff member said to someone else, yeah, someone died last year. Then an investigation. And then that's when Narconon was no more. They turned it into Elevate Addiction Services. They were the first one to change it to that. Then slowly when she took over Lake Tahoe and Placerville, which is kind of in the base hills of Sierra Nevada, Sierra Mountains, that one too. And so I'm like, how can you not be Narconon, but you're the same damn people that hid a person's death? Because he didn't die there, so therefore you don't have to report it. And so they have one psychiatrist for all 5 different locations. There's 2 places, but there is intakes in San Francisco, San Jose, I think another one, Placerville, forgetting all the other ones.
Just you saying that there's even one is shocking to me.
Oh, and that's why, because they had to.
Oh, government
mandatory. It was one of the stipulations in how they can keep going.
That's fucking awesome.
Because they were fined a bunch, because they were not. The nurse swears she did nothing wrong. And I'm like, a person left your facility and you're going to say like he just died on his free will?
He dropped his body.
From your place. Yeah, and no one, we're not doing anything. No, and so I have all the information on the psychiatrist. He's on call, or he was for a couple of years, and now, but I'm like, for the all 5 places, the 3 intakes and the 2, for all those people, and it shows how many beds are for each facility. So that's why I was like, gather that information. So it's just I've been stuck on this map for 9 months now, but I'm getting there. I wanted to finish this week, but at least have it and then add information to all the entities.
Mm-hmm.
So but that way people can know if something's near you. So
that's fucking cool. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. No, I really wanted to know the number. I was like, how do you have 11,000? And I'm like, the only way they get to 11,000 is if they count all the personal businesses that people open themselves and work hard to keep going,
Mhm.
So I'm like, why are you adding that? Because it's part of the wise.
Oh.
They get, you pay for a membership
Yeah.
to be a wise company. Why are people still giving money? It's like you're hard workers. You're all entrepreneurs. You all have to like juggle so many jobs to just make ends meet and to give money.
Mhm.
And I'm just like, it screams cult, guys. And this is how Scientology is working. That's it. Because if you stop giving money, it all stops working.
Yeah, but these people are so brainwashed to give money constantly that they don't get a fucking break from the regs.
And and that's it's so funny because I've screenshot and saved a bunch because people are stupid. So I get to know you even more.
You
on
get
the
to know how
internet.
stupid people truly are.
That's why I'm creeping. I'm like, oh, you do that? Oh, okay. I'll add that to the list. Yeah, because I'm about to give brain fog a bunch of like intel on people that she's seen for the last year. It's like, this is this person's name. This is where they live. This is where I'm like, how much information would you like? That person was married to that person, but now they have a baby with this person. So I don't know if you're going to see the other person go in for auditing because they're all on staff. That's how like 1 degree separation is crazy.
All right. I think I drank too much water. I gotta hit the bathroom.
Okay. Okay. Cool, Tilty. Oh, my dog. I'm reading back your comments. Yeah, I have 2 dogs. I have 3 cats and 2 dogs, and a teen and a husband. But yeah. But yeah, this is the only way. I mean, they had to, if they were a mental health facility, to combat, to be run like that, especially with the investigation, because it brought in a detective. And of course, all these violations found out. So they, in Northern California, and there's been a lot of news articles because they were in 2014 they were still going into schools in Northern California, and so Scientology does not separate church from state in the U.S. So yeah, they cracked down on that. Northern California was not having it.
It's good to see the government fighting back for once.
It was actually teachers and someone that was that reports on education flat out. And I have it printed out too. All the districts and all the schools within each district of which drug, like Red Ribbon Week. I don't know if it's out there where you are, but it literally states what schools have had this program in there, so parents know, and also more intel on who has been reached out and have kind of like future appointments, and then reached out to that school and said, yes, we had canceled once we heard it was Scientology.
And what was the program?
Narconon.
Oh, Oh, I thought you were going to talk
they
about
were
study tech.
infiltrating schools
Shit.
for their drug-free program.
Damn.
To educate them. And I have a picture of South Lake Tahoe. It was called Sierra Vista something, because they would come up with a bunch of names. They literally, it would have the tone scale on the whiteboard. Narconon.
Fuck. Did that count as like religious?
And that's the problem. That's what everybody had a problem. If you are teaching a faith, you cannot have that. We can't even do the Pledge of Allegiance.
Yeah.
But you're going to come in with the tone scale?
Might as well go in with Dayton shit.
I know. I'm like, hold on. Can we get OT3 in here as well? And learn about Xenu and how we were popsicles?
Hey, I mean...
We can do a clay demo.
Word clearing. Get your kid on the meter today.
Yeah. And that's why everyone's like, what? Yeah, that was the San Francisco Chronicle. So that was a big newspaper that was all printed out. And yeah, everybody was up in arms. Like, what the hell? So yeah, and it cracks me up because they still say like, you guys are bigots because you can't accept our religion. I was like, no, you can't accept that I deny it's a religion.
And you also can't accept the fact that your fucking ideology is literally horse shit.
Well, and that's the thing. I'm not saying you can't believe it, because then that would be a bigot. Like, yeah. Oh, it's like, but I'm like,
you have the right to believe the horse shit, and I have
the
right to believe the horse
yep.
shit. I still believe it's horse shit.
Exactly. And that's what they don't get. And that's why when I had a notice of trespass, I was talking to the cop. I was like, they're existing in there and I'm existing out here, but they want to limit my existence on this sidewalk and to protest. Because he's like, just be mindful on how many times you pass the door. And I was like, huh? And I was like, would you like me to walk in the street? No, because the awnings, and one awning is ghosts all the way. So I'm like, would you like me to walk around that? He's like, no, because I was like, I know the answer. It's just I really want you to say it. Like, let's think out this whole thought process. Like, because you're just wanting to please them, and you're just gonna say crap to me to please me. No, because I know what I've done, and I know what they're doing. You're just and you're just stuck trying to keep peace. And I was like, and that's why I'm like, there's no fight between me and them. They're doing their own thing. I'm doing my own thing. And I'm getting the word out. And I rather have the bigger picture than just like, oh, Scientology's so great. Or Scientology's not. I'm like, no, I'm going to go with the facts. And use Scientology's words against them. Because what they say is crazy. So I don't know if you still watch Aaron, but he just exposed or went over what's happening in Africa. Narconon. There was a whistleblower, and they tried to totally because they're not getting paid.
Yeah.
And then it's contingent on students who sign up to get paid. And that's not how a job works, because they're not Scientologists for Narconon. So I was just like, and all he did was read the article, and they were very thorough on what's happening, because it's only been a couple days and they're already what's their word? Fair gaming her.
Oh God.
And she flat out said, I don't care what they do or what they say about me. This isn't right. It's not legal. And I was like, exactly. Why is everybody afraid of these people? This is why we have government. And not the wild, wild west where you can just take care of it yourself. Or Scientology thinks they can, which blows my mind too. Some of the things that they think is ethics.
Tilty, you still there? said you wanted to join in like 15:20 back at like 11:30. It's like past 12 now. Just checking.
Guilty.
By the way, pardon any yawning on my end. I have been up since 10 a.m. and I am just starting to get a little tired.
Tilty and I are on the same time zone, so it's 9. So that's why. No, I have all this laundry behind me to do, so I was like, I'll jump on.
I'll procrastinate.
I've been having baskets for a couple weeks now, like in that corner and that corner. I was like, it moved. I'm always going to have a basket, guys.
It's organized chaos.
Yo, I don't know where anybody went, but yeah. No, thank you for letting me jump on.
Yeah, no problem.
I don't mean to keep talking, but I just find out I've kept all these things
I enjoy really listening
to myself, all these stories that I've been reading, and there's one, and that's the other thing. I want to know who I can really send this information to, like the right person, because there's one that well, that's Fun Antics. They have, so they used to be staff at SAC.org. They moved to Florida, but they also have a place in Iowa or somewhere over there, way over there. But they have 2 different identities.
Oh, DID.
Their birth dates are, the guy's birthday is 2 years from his real birthday. Same name they use. Okay. And his wife has 1 year difference. Huh. So they have 2 different, and so there's like 2 of the same people. So 4 people, 2 with the same names, live in the same house.
With 2 different birthdays each.
Yes! That's what I was like, what? So that's why I was like, okay, and I've already been to the FBI with one of the things, which is an open case, so I will never find out unless it actually goes to court or whatever. But that's what I was like, you should look over there. But yeah, no, that's why I've just felt like a creeper on all these people's lives. But I was like, it's okay. I'm just by myself, learning about people from afar.
You creep on the new shit. I creep on the old shit.
And that's why I'm like, it's like a Clyde with everything. Looking in, I wish I knew more about, or had a lot of the time and patience, because you have all these like different, oh, that's another list I need to go through. That's another. And you're like, I'm stuck on this one. If I keep pinging back and forth, I'm never going to get anything done. So that's why I'm like, this one first, then the next project.
If in order to minimize wasting time, if I say I'm going through like a Tony Ortega blog post about something, and the main focus is on one particular person or one particular organization. If it happens to talk about something else during it, I will go to that something else. I will type in that additional information, add that as a source, and then go back to the original. Or I'll just be on that second subject, and I'll be Googling shit about it. And I just diverge into fucking 50 million rabbit holes. That's
what I need to do. I have so many open tabs on my iPad. And every time I open, I have lists. And I was like, instead of keeping this in my head, I should put it down somewhere to get back to it later. And that's what I was doing with entities, just like, because that's what I was trying to like tell Scientology every single time I would do this. I was like, guys, you're not going to win. I've been doing this for 6 months before I went public. So I know all these damn entities that you keep changing the pin, moving the pin around. Stop moving the pin around. The address is wrong and you know it. And I was just like, you're never going to catch up. You're never going to, because they, in LA, they erased the Guarantee building, which has law, or not Guarantee. They did another one that has law offices and a government, like child something. And they erased the whole the building, so the entity, so no one can look it up at Google Maps. I flat out went on. I was like, Osa, you can't erase a whole entity. Like, just because I said one's in like an office in there. In 20 minutes, they had it back up. And so I was like, guys, just because I say it's there to verify, other people to verify, doesn't mean you just erase the whole thing. Put my pin back. Because I still have it on this card. I have it like in 4 different places, guys. You're not going to win. So they stopped doing that. Now they're just updating.
Well, now you can use my shit to hopefully get some more information on those organizations.
Cool. Thank you. Yeah, I've been trying to figure out all these buildings in Clearwater too. Because it's just like, they own this building. I was like, well, what's in that building? And I found they have a couple of dentist offices. And, the cadet org.
Yeah.
Officially closed in 2018.
2008. I thought that was closed a lot earlier.
Lies. Because they were on the private Florida, whatchamacallit.
Mm-hmm.
And I have all the demographics from 2018.
Thank you.
It's like fucking lies. And I'm like, they still could be lying. This could no longer be a school. So I'm like,
You never know.
Okay, Tilty. I just know it's late for compound. Not the compound antics. In Clearwater, Florida, so it's considered as a private school. So there's a couple of different schools. One's like, they call it preschool, but it's not a preschool. It goes up to like grade, like 6th grade, 5th grade. And then like middle school and high school is the Clearwater Academy, which is applied scholastics. But those are still run by Hubbard, whatever. The what I was talking about is that they signed a billion-year contract, like these 12, 13-year-olds, and they're fully staffed. That's what that's what I'm talking about. It closed in 2018.
That's fucked.
They lied. And here, everyone believed them, even Tori and all of them. No, there's no more kids in Scientology. Bullshit.
No, there's kids.
Bullshit. You should look at the Mace Kingsley, or there's a parent blog. They talk about a 1-month-old being audited.
Oh my God.
They finished their auditing session, first auditing session. There's I'm a part of, and I don't know how I got a part of, or whatever, what it's really going to entail, but it's kind of like autism. When you audit them, they come into our real world, and they are here for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck? But I was like, yeah, sure, I'll be a part of the yay autism. They're like, we're not auditing our autism out. Is that what this is? Yeah. Because I'm among some Scientologists. So I'm just a fly on the wall and trying to figure out. Yeah, antics. No, I can only take so much of their posts, just because they post these babies with these certificates, and all they're doing is trying to play.
It really pisses me off when I see a kid with a certificate that says purification rundown.
Oh, and they're still doing that.
I know. But my brain just goes, oh, cool, you almost just killed a child. Good job.
Yeah, 2019, a 9-year-old at Sacramento Org did her birth. 9, because there's a form that as long as you're the parent, because it's a religious thing, it's protected. And I'm like, how is that? That's not protected. Because no doctor is going to sign off on that. But they do.
Unless you're
They
a
get
Scientologist
Scientologist
doctor.
doctors. But that's where I'm like, that's where the they were found negligent in a civil case. They just couldn't go forward because it was labeled accidental with Lisa McPherson. Hey, Dilty, you're on. Your mic's muted.
Accidental. Yeah, I didn't want to.
Oh, yeah. That's why I'm like, no way in hell. That was all negligence, and it was proven in court.
I'm just watching to see what you're working on.
I know.
I'm trying to- I'm trying to
I was like,
figure
what do we have?
I have all these things that I was working on, that I've started working on, that are going to be things. I don't know.
Hello, Judy.
I
Good to
don't
see you.
know. I could work on an actual thing. Hold on, let me see here.
I have to
my
figure
God.
out what I'm bringing on Saturday that people would want for me to do. Because, I mean, I haven't
Dog out.
painted since I broke my wrist. So
Fucking pain in the ass.
before I was good.
Yeah.
And that's why I was like, what would people buy? So, I mean, I could probably find rocks and paint them, or
Out of all the things,
it's only Monday.
rocks. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing.
Did you paint that background, or is that just paper?
Oh yeah, these are all things that I've like pre-started that I just kind of have like half made, so when I need something I can just like pull something out and work on it.
Oh.
I've got a couple things that are like half in progress because you need these citruses. I've got these. I don't know what I was gonna do with them.
That's cool.
I like doing I think I did these ones with ink, and then I did these ones with watercolor. This one's definitely watercolor.
It has like a shine to it, shimmer. Is it glitter?
Yeah. Some of them are I have these, well, a lot of my watercolor paints are ones that I made out of old eyeshadows.
Is that a coffin?
Yeah.
Yeah. You opened it sideways, so that's why I was all.
Yeah. Reminder, L. Ron Hubbard is dead. Get fabulous. Make surprise art.
You don't want the job of putting out his clothes every day? Fresh new clothes?
Making
Just
sure
like
his
the day
toothbrush is
before, it's
clean.
dusty.
Oh my god. This is pretty, I don't know.
That looks cool.
I don't know. Okay. I finished. What am I doing? These are the ones that I just finished for Laura.
Oh,
Those are cool.
Thank you. And then I did this one. So I'm gonna send those ones and another one which I don't want to show online just in case, because I want to kind of keep it a surprise.
Mhm.
But oh, I could finish this one.
Ooh, I like that.
It's my No More Piss Baby Narcissists piece.
Piss baby nice. Perfect. Perfect
Well-
color for a perfect title.
You said his baby narcissist?
Piss baby.
Piss.
Oh,
Piss.
piss. Oh, yeah. That's like his baby. I was like, what?
Yeah, you can tell it's like the color of like really unhealthy pee. Like when you touch
Oh.
See, I was going more Africa.
No, it's
Oh,
just
yeah, that-
piss.
Like the vibrant yellows and browns. But
No, I
okay,
ruined it.
we'll
I
go with
ruined it.
unhealthy.
Yeah. Welcome to Chat with Tilty.
No, that's okay. I have a medical background, so that's why I was like, oh, okay.
Um,
One of my favorite things on my internship is that I got all the sputum and all the little to do the little petries, petri trays and stuff. Oh yeah, it was the funnest time. I was back in the lab and it was just like, how long did it take for you to say this is not right? I need to go get checked. Because that's not right. But I was like, because you have
how
to
are
do
you supposed to
certain.
know if you have no frame of reference for what healthy pee is supposed to look like? I guess.
What healthy pee looks like?
Yeah. What if you have no frame
A
of
light
reference?
yellow.
There you go, folks.
So you
If
want
your
go?
pee
You want to
is not
go?
light yellow,
Not. It's pretty much.
something
You
like
can see
that.
through it, and it's just because you're hydrated. If the darker the yellow is, you're less hydrated, and then whatever else you have,
That's a
something
problem.
ain't right. Go get checked. Because that should have come out of that. Out of that tap.
way.
Nope.
It should not. Something's not right here. I was gonna do some arrows, I think.
Yeah, see, I totally see like African, like the spots and just like.
Well, and now that you've said that, I can see that, and it kind of makes me sad that it is what I actually made it.
Yeah, it's because thankfully I was one of the ones that didn't, and I think that's normal with medical. You always relate it to food or something. You rationalize like how what you're dealing with. Because it's like on my first ER day on the floor, literally there was a dead body there for like 12 hours. And he was just hanging out behind me. But here I'm like, yep, this is a normal day.
Oh my. That's how it goes. That's real life.
Yeah. I'm like, you can hang out with us, that's fine. Because I was the ER ward, so everything coming in, and then kind of you're the personal assistant to the doctors, with x-rays and everything, what coming, transfers and everything. So you're just like, yeah. How many beds do we have? Well, that one's taken.
Can we position him in an angle where he takes a
Well, he was
amount of room?
intubated too, so it's like you have to call for that. You have to, everything. Like you call, not radiology, but kind of like, you do call radiology because I need to get chest X-ray to make sure that intubation is correct.
I never want to be intubated.
No, it's just pretty cool because you get to see all the workings and everything. But I was like, okay, that guy's done. Mm-hmm. Okay.
That guy's done. like Jeffrey Dahmer putting a steak in the oven.
No, it's about
Well,
done.
that's why you just kind of, and that's what's crazy to me because it's like Scientos do that for their religion. I'm like, what? Like, where's the humanity part? Just drop your body and go. Like, you're no use for us.
But first,
Like,
why don't you leave all your money to us so that when you die, you can come back and start on the level you're already on, so you don't have to do all those levels again, so that we can
and you'll remember, you'll recall it.
Time.
Oh, and that's why it's like I think only like if you really let it get to you, and some certain situations with medical, it is traumatic. But other things, you just need to go. You know, it's part of life, and because I was an EMT before I got into the ER and stuff, so
Oof, that's a hard one.
Thankfully, I only heard certain stories of what to expect versus actually going through some of the first responders, what they've done. Because I would need a lot of therapy if I came on a scene and dealt like, yep, because you can't abandon. You're there.
You are obligated. You have to stay. Like it's.
Yep, you're hanging out, and there's nothing you can do. Certain things, and so you're just like, yep, waiting for you to take your last breath, but I'm going to be with you, so you're not alone. It's like, great, that's wonderful.
How comforting, thanks.
Well, because that person knew it too.
Well, yeah, I mean,
there's nothing you can do at a certain point. It's fatal.
It's just kind of a moment of acceptance.
Yeah, and just know, like, you're not alone. Is there anything you who you want me to call? What? Yeah, and yeah. So, nope. Life is precious, and that's why I'm like, why is this still happening? Why are people mistreating people and calling it a religious experience? Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
That's what got me involved going, no.
Why are we stopping people from getting medical treatment when they need it so desperately?
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And that's why I was like, my daughter's growing up. She's only 16, but she's about to enter this world where this still exists. Like, oh, hell no. You got a mom that's on a tirade right now. Say what?
I think Holly's sitting there giggling because we're having a serious conversation while I draw a piss sword.
Oh no, I am giggling because of
that fucking ham.
Just little face sticking up right over the top of the chair.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even notice.
He's just peeking.
He's looking like a little Phantom of the Opera. Look at him.
It's it. I call it his chocolate side because it's all like brown, and he's got a little part like up here that looks like a little piece of an eyebrow, and it's like
he's
orange,
like inverted
almost.
Phantom of the Opera.
I call it his peanut butter eyebrow.
Oh my god, that's so cute!
So this is peanut butter chocolate half.
That is so cute.
I love it. Oh my god, now I just want to I want to unhinge my jaw like a snake and just put his whole head in my mouth. He's that cute. It's killing me. It's killing me. Stop looking at me,
he might bite the shit out of you.
He's looking at me.
Oh yeah, he's looking at both of y'all.
I'm trying to paint. What you want?
The fact that he's not laying down.
He's like, what's going on?
He's like, those people I haven't seen.
This is interesting. I'm learning a lot.
He's like, what the hell's a piss baby? You see this shit?
He's learning a lot, okay?
Oh my god, I can't take it seriously.
You can't pay for this kind of education. He's listening, okay? He's learning, he's loving.
He's staring.
We're having a connection.
He is very focused.
He is, clearly.
What?
No, you can't pay for it.
What's his name?
Tracker.
Tracker? Hey, Tracker. Hi, pretty boy.
Hold on, let me up my volume.
I love him.
Okay. I'm just talking to you. I'm sorry. Tracker.
Who's the good baby?
Tracker.
Who's the good baby dog?
He's not amused.
Oh, I called my wild woman. Oh, and him.
What are your dogs?
I'm sorry. I got all your guys' wiggles. Hi, handsome.
Well, also my autistic dog voice makes dogs really happy. I'm one of those people where I go and I see a dog and then the dog gets excited and pees on the floor.
Somebody else's dog.
I don't have dogs, so I like to get doses of dog when I can. Doses of
That
dog.
one's wild. She'll take off. She'll just bolt and have the crazies through the neighborhood, and then come back to you like, "What? What'd I do?"
This is just bipolar.
You can have only one psychotic moment a day. That's all I allow you to do.
As a treat.
Well, on Thanksgiving Day, there was 20 turkeys actually out front, and she had to chase all of them to fly. And I was like, "We don't need a turkey."
What else is she supposed to do this Thanksgiving? She's doing her best. I said, what else is she supposed to do? It's Thanksgiving. She's doing her best.
They were all in front of our house. And I'm like, there's a herd of 20 turkeys right now? Really? Like,
That's I wouldn't mess with them. I wouldn't trifle with those turkeys.
we have they're like up the street, so they roost up the street at like a dental offices, which is hilarious. And then they have babies and then come down the street. And then yeah, so with Dale, it's like this little tiny thing walking around. But it was like over 100 degrees for like 4 months straight.
Oh,
Only one survived. And I was like, population control.
I hate that. I hate that temperature.
Oh, it was up until October. It was still 100 degrees out here.
I don't like it.
That's what I was like. It's an oven outside. Can we stop? Can we have fall?
Yeah, please. Please. My goodness.
Done with summer.
I'm trying to make I don't know. I'm freehanding this and drawing a sword from memory. From thine mind's eye.
Don't draw it from your mind's eye. Draw it from your whole track.
Yeah, how many swords did you see?
How many civilizations have you wiped out?
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Okay.
You know, I have to think back. Because I don't know if I can relate it to Scientology, because that would just be sad to me. I mean, at least you have a good thing going.
Yeah, I've got a really, really good thing going here. Yeah. It's totally normal and a good use of time.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just mesmerized now, just watching.
It's very calming.
It is.
Well, it's like you take this piece of paper and then you put stuff on it and then it's colorful.
Yeah.
Your heart looks like a watermelon.
That's what I was about to say. What's with
That's
the
what it
I
is.
didn't want to say it.
That's what it is.
Those sound.
I was like, it's not stretch marks. What is it reminding me of?
The fact that the first thing your brain said was stretch marks. I expect nothing else from Tilty Bird.
Unhealthy stretch marks. Got it.
Oh my god. Yeah. There's a lot of layers to this piece, a lot of meaning, a lot of symbolism. Okay. It's because we stretch ourselves to fit the invasive piss sword of narcissists. There we go. It's poetic justice.
He's definitely gone through the purification rundown.
Actually, now that I think about it, that sword is
Sweat it out.
Excalibur.
Ah. Like instead of pulling the sword from the stone, you have to pull the sword from the piss heart.
No, I'm thinking of it more like Hubbard's original book.
Oh my god, okay. Oh, I see. You're not talking like King Arthur Excalibur, you're talking
Hubbard Excalibur.
That's
Such
okay.
a much lower class of Excalibur.
That is a way lower tier Excalibur.
If you guys are interested, there is a theater group that actually acts out his sci-fi and Western books.
Oh, I've heard of them.
Based in LA and on the East Coast in Florida.
That's amazing.
I would actually go and watch that.
Are they doing it legitimately, or are they doing it like...
They're probably
buy tickets.
Author services or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like they're actually like Scientologists putting on the plays like in earnest.
Yes.
Oh,
so like Battlefield, Earth, and...
like they're giving it their tone 40.
Yes. It's for real, legit.
Could you imagine a full audience of SPs in one of those shows, treating them as if it was legitimate theater and giving them like the real respect they deserve, but then coming out and saying, hey, you know, it's a cult, right? Like, you know, that guy like watched Jack Parsons masturbate for 12 days in a row for a ritual, like, you know,
for the moon child.
Yeah, it's a thing he did.
Who?
Hubbard was part of a sex magic group with Jack Parsons under Aleister Crowley.
Yeah, they were trying to do some Crowley stuff, and even Crowley was like, "Nah, I'm not about that."
Says something about the idiocy of these louts.
And that's why I'm shocked with all these policies against sex. And yeah, I'm like, what? Like, does anybody know what Hubbard does? And like address all these teens in like mini skirts
and taking them out onto a ship into international waters with
only one pretty much females around you, the young girls.
Yeah. How convenient.
Does it scream pervert to you, or
listen,
just like yay?
Listen. It's a religious experience. Okay.
Apparently, it was a great time in the Bahamas. God. When I see those photos, I'm like, and this was okay because no adult was really parenting.
Yeah. Well, because why would you have to parent, you know, a being in a small body? That's disrespectful. It's not a dog. Are you getting a child confused with a dog, as he would say?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're not a dog. You don't need to command or do.
You don't need to train them up.
Mm-hmm. But it cracks me up because do you guys know Whitehall? What was his first name? He's a comedian.
Jack
Whitehall, yeah. And his dad. They posted on their Facebook page, and like they had a run-in when Jack was a toddler with the Apollo.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They went on vacation, and what was his name? Jack Whitehall. Yeah, Jack was like, I want to go see that ship, and then so they went to see the ship, and then they realized the guy sees this bust of the man, and then like a Hubbard, whatever, and he's like, we're on a Scientology boat. We need to get out of here. Where's my son? this
Oh,
this person took the son.
Oh, he
He's
was
like, I want my
running.
son. Yeah, he was like, I want my son. We're gonna go, and they just kept talking. And it was like,
What?
then they were locked in. They needed, and he already insulted them, saying,
Of
I don't
course.
want you this crap, blah blah blah, you're shit. And then they're standing there going, can you please unlock the door? So I can get off the ship.
Oh my god.
Oh, it was hilarious because he's
I
just
don't know
like,
how to draw an arrow.
it's on his Facebook page, and I think I reposted that. I thought it was fat because, you know, here I am doing all this research about people, and then like with the celebrity run-ins and stuff, and they weren't celebrities back then, but you know, they just talked about, yeah, he wanted to go see the ship, so it's his fault. And he's like, well, it doesn't help when you insulted them before you got off the ship. Then you realize you need them to unlock it. And so you're still standing there with them.
What was I gonna do?
Hmm?
Oh, I was gonna Google up what does an arrow look like?
Can I have an arrow coming towards it on the other side?
I was doing one in through this one here, but I accidentally put this, but it's supposed to be on this side. I see my mistake. Okay.
Make it a little wider. Kind of
Could make it wider.
Let's
Or I
open
could go over that.
Yeah,
with that.
and just make it go through. Or
Yeah. Okay. What I'll do is I'll fix this so it's like got the little arrow thingies. Oh, I see. They do it like this. Okay. Arrow. And then it goes all the way through. Here we go. And then please tell me that's the right color. Nope. Sure isn't. Okay, there we go. Now it's like, there we go.
Yeah.
Fixed it.
Looks
And
good.
then maybe I'll do like another arrow coming up this way through this one.
my dog's snoring.
I'll-
He's 7.
Oh,
He's my old man. He just became a senior.
my our cat, our oldest cat is 18. And my grandma went away for the weekend and he was just so needy the whole time. And now that she's back, he's like, yeah, whatever. It didn't really matter to me anyway. It's fine.
Totally wasn't just whining for you every day.
Yeah. No, not at all.
Yeah, my 3 girl cats are all rescues, and they're all pretty much all black. They get whiter as the each of them. So one's fully black. Now she has white whiskers, but she had no white. And then this one that's just in the screenshot has a bikini, top and bottom, white.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
Yep. And the other one looks like she went through a printer. So her it's like,
I love that.
but they're 10, 9, and 8.
Oh.
Yeah. I miss having a boy cat, but I didn't choose these ones. These ones chose me.
Yeah, I get that. We have
Yep.
4
I didn't
right
care what
now,
color
and-
or whether it's girl, and the black, another black. I'm like, okay.
yeah.
But when I noticed when she, that one is still has she has PTSD. I cannot wear a hat, cannot wear flannel. She can't stand the smell of bleach. And she flips out. And I'm the only one she's still attached to. The other one she runs away from. If they walk into the room, she's slowly now accepting my daughter.
A while.
But my daughter, if she walks too fast, she's like gone. And so that one, when she rolled over, she has like a bikini top, like 2 white pieces where her chest is, and then a white little pouch. I was like, you're wearing a bikini.
That's so funny. Our only girl is a long-haired tortoiseshell, and her name is Pistachio, and she has a peach mustache.
She's a what?
She's a tortoiseshell, and she has a peach mustache.
That's adorable.
She's the cutest thing ever, pretty much.
It's cute. Really? He started growling with a snore because the wild woman just went out to bark. Boy, you're fine, big boy.
There's I linked a picture of Pistachio laying on her favorite book. Oh, whoa. Friggin' dogs. So silly.
Oh, this is so cute. Yeah, no, this there's a new puppy on the block. She's 5 months now. It's an Australian Shepherd.
Ooh.
She's so cute. Her name's Ginger. And mine will bark to get her to bark. So I was like, leave Ginger alone. Yeah, are you minding your business? No. You're not minding your own business.
Well, what fun is that?
She has to be in everybody's business, including every cent to every door. Like has to, because I tried to train her off leash like I did my first golden, but she is Canadian, so she's more of a cattle dog that I learned. And so she has a high sense of smell, and she's already killed 2 opossums, and she ain't calm.
As a Canadian, I can confirm the lack of chill. Definitely a national trait.
That one, oh my gosh. Ping, ping, ping. And I was just like, okay, you guys decided to get a girl. My boy is like the most special. And they were like, no, even the boys would have been that way. I was like you say.
I don't.
But I'm like, my boy, listen, he's happy. You just give him a ball and dirt and he's fine. Her, God.
The lad would never.
No, she pouts when she doesn't get her way.
Oh my goodness.
Like that. Am I just sitting here? Am I not doing anything? Her name's Willow.
Oh.
Yeah,
my partner's mom has a dog named Willow. I love that.
Yep. Jake and Willow.
Oh.
Yep. The neighborhood started calling him Jake from State Farm because he has pants. When I don't. That's what's so funny. Yeah. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna paint. I usually gravitate towards scenery or ocean.
Oh, that's a good one. I like doing trees a lot.
See, and I don't even think I've painted a tree.
I think it's a great thing to do because you can practice so many different shapes, styles, and color variations with one subject.
Yeah. No, I've done the open sea with more of like the shadow and silhouettes of coral and turtles and fish, like
Nice.
around, so it looks like you're looking through opening to the open water
Oh, I see.
with the sun.
Oh, that was
with the
really
sun
pretty.
shining through. Yeah, I did that one a long time ago. Yeah, but ever since I broke my wrist and it's jacked up my life last year,
I can imagine. Yeah.
I haven't painted. I've been afraid to because my handwriting has changed. I can only imagine.
Well,
How
the
it
only way to get
progression.
back into it is to do it. You kind of
Yeah,
have to train it back.
yeah. I think I just gotta get out the paint. And,
Just do it.
yeah.
That did not do what I wanted it to, and that's okay.
Are you doing some shadows? Shadowing?
I was just gonna try and change the gold of the hilt to be slightly different so that I could differentiate it a little bit more. I didn't go to any art school, so I just kind of make it happen.
Yeah. No, I get you. Are we keeping you up, Holly?
I'm keeping myself up at this point. I'm just hyper fixating on transferring people's posts from the HGB into the mega document.
Do you need me to yell at you to go to bed?
No, I'm yelling at
You sure?
myself, but trust me, like I said, I'm already doing that myself, but I'm still going to at least get Wise International done first.
Yeah.
Well, you're doing great work.
Sometimes
We're
it
cheering
feels like
you
it's
on.
useless, but
Nah, because you know what you're doing is for the battle, not for the fight, or for the war, not for the battle.
Yep.
Information collation is long-term stratagem.
Mm-hmm. And with this, instead of emotions, you need your facts
Exactly.
and evidence. So
Exactly.
it's at this point, it's more like a lawyer conversation and attitude to win the battle instead of because once you add emotion to it, it's almost like law and everything that deal with numbers and all this technical stuff. Once you put emotion into it, you kind of lose the top brass.
yeah.
Sucks because I thought this was for the people, but okay.
Yeah. I mean, exactly, right? Isn't that what kind of the whole point was supposed to be? No?
Yep.
Just us thinking that? Oh, that's okay.
Right. And we have, documented deaths and all this, so But cool. We're gonna keep going. All right. We'll keep collecting evidence and all these victims.
Does that look like the hilt of a sword?
Oh, that's
It
a
looks
cool.
like a hilt of a sword.
It does.
Okay. Oh, I don't know what else to do to it. Oh, I do want to put a little line down the sword. Put a little line down it so it looks like an actual sword.
Okay.
Ah, there we go. Now it looks a little bit more like a sword and a little bit less like a piece of crystal piss.
And a watermelon.
So there's a really wholesome explanation for this painting and a really unwholesome explanation for this painting. And either one can be true. It could be, a watermelon of equality in Africa sharing fruit and justice for all.
I'm so
Or
glad we
it
left
could
the
be-
healthy part out of it.
Or it could be
What is
unhealthy kids. One is healthy and one is not. I can't believe I didn't think that it looked like a freaking watermelon. I could not brain that. No, stretch marks. That's where the brain goes. That's where it goes. I mean, it's the logical first thing, right?
Sure, you could tell yourself that.
You know what? It's those ink spots. Ink. Like, what do you see in this picture? And it totally tells you whether or not you have a diagnosis. Like, that's where your mind goes. Okay. That's a new one.
Point on this chart where you fall on the healthy scale. Are you over here or are you kind of over here? I don't.
Do you see a watermelon? Do you see piss? Do you see stretch marks? Or do you see Africa? Like, that's a wide range of what it could be.
And see, that's is that not real art?
Is that where, like, the psychologists get, like, your true feelings?
That's where the psychiatrist gets fucking their boss involved.
That's right. Tell us how you really feel.
I know I was looking into it in my early 20s, but there's an actual job where for trauma victims, where a person comes in, has the victim draw a picture, and they actually go through what they drew in the picture and everything. That's their job as a behavioralist.
That would be really hard.
But it's like the first responder to help.
Yeah.
And I wanted to, but I felt like I was too close to it. But
that would be really hard.
Yep. Because your victim could be a young toddler all the way to an adult. Any age. Because instead of putting in words, they're drawing. So.
And that'll often tell you things that words can't,
right.
Especially in a trauma response. So that makes a lot of sense.
But you're their first contact, and just to be on call and do that on a quick whatever, and then
Yeah. Oh, that would be extremely emotionally challenging to do as like a job.
Yeah. But knowing that you're helping and that you're
That
there for them is so
well, and that's an
rewarding.
essential thing. Like
Just,
that is so essential.
just to know that they are not alone,
Yeah.
that you get them and that you're here to be whoever
Well,
they are,
and
whether they talk to you or whatever.
exactly, not being
No
forced to
judgment.
speak. Yeah, that's huge.
Yeah. I just like understanding human behavior and human healing and all that goes into it.
Well, I think that's kind of important for humans,
Right?
just in general.
Yeah. But I think so many people just forget about the humanity part in that
Yeah.
we're so flawed, yet we're so dependent on one another as well. And so it's like, as much as you want to be independent and on your own, and yet that component, especially with trauma victims and survivors and, warriors pretty much, when you trust someone and you want to rely on them, that disappointment if the person doesn't support or, when you just put that, so it's like a double, do I lean on them or do I not? Because you don't
Yeah,
want
you
to
don't need to be second guessing at that point.
Right. Yeah. And that's why with social media and everything, I'm like, I keep everybody at arm's length because I expect more of the not so helpful. Actually, we mean what we say and we're doing what we're saying, not a flip of a coin. Which side do you want me to, show you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm learning that lesson myself because this is the first community I've engaged in, and it's been a real learning lesson in how easily someone can go from one side to another and just completely like give you whiplash from turning into a completely different person from everything that you thought that they were.
Yes, especially for a long time. I just grew up with
Yes.
those people, so and they raised me, and they were supposed, those people that were supposed to protect me were my violators and predators. So I'm used to it. So just seeing it, I was like, yeah, that's normal. Like,
This is how people are.
Yeah, but then I have to take a step back. I'm like, this is not a normal
Yeah.
reaction. It's just that aha moment of like, I knew out of like the statistics, there is a predator or many that have not shown their sheep or their wolves in sheep clothing. So
yeah,
it's like, even though you expect it, or at least, hey, be on guard with certain red flags, not everybody experiences, hey, that's a red flag.
Well, and it also is hard when you want to hope for the best in people. You want to believe that they're well-intentioned.
Hanging up. What'd you say? Sorry.
I said it's hard when you want to be well-intentioned. You want to believe people are telling you, you want that to be true, and you don't want to think, is this person just dishonest and lying? You don't like it. That sucks to have to think that is the default, but we're kind of there.
Yeah. Anyway. No, that's what's horrible about those that haven't had that type of growing up, and then realizing it when you like fully trust it, and then you're like, but why are you here for this cause?
Yeah.
What was your purpose? What were you trying to get out of it? Like, you have all these questions all of a sudden, be like, wait, what? That doesn't make sense. And
Which of your jackets?
my pink, it's hanging up. It's not in the closet. It's hanging up. But yeah, no, it's
Yep.
human behavior and like opportunity when like
I'm gonna check.
I don't get all of the reason why. I just know there's certain people that want to get something out of something, and I still don't get why people change the narrative. Or
Yeah.
because they. But yeah, no, and that's what. As soon as I see a red flag or certain things, I'm like, that I'm staying away from. I'm not going to tell anybody to stay away from, but that I can't be near because it's too close to my own. Because my brother thinks he's the smartest person in the room. Or in the
Oh,
world.
fantastic. I'm sure
Yeah.
that's a joy and a real treat to deal
He
with.
manipulates the whole. Okay, sweetheart, thank you. But yeah, no, that's why I'm like, no, we're not changing history, and we're not changing it how he wanted everybody to see it. So I'm like,
Well, isn't there that one quote, though, the true wisdom is knowing that you know nothing? Like, no one's smarter than anyone else except for Holly, because she's got all the fucking information.
Don't put me on a pedestal.
yeah, don't put me on. Nope.
No, I'll put you on a bidet. How about that?
I've never actually used one before, but I've heard they're actually really nice. So you know what? I'll take it.
Give her the remote and she's good.
Yeah. Oh,
My brain's taking that in about 6 different directions.
no. Woo! Nice and clean.
Whatever you want.
Of course, we get to butt stuff at some point. Why am I not surprised?
Listen, I came into your stream and you had a section named Panther Piss and Golden Shower, okay? Who brought this to the toilet? Who brought this? Because I don't think it was me. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Hey, you're
for
the
record.
one that you're the only one that took
I'm
golden
trying to figure
shower
out what stream I
to mean what
joined.
you think it means.
We've scared the journey. You weren't expecting this journey.
No.
Got on the wrong boat.
Get off the Apollo now.
I gotta leave. I gotta go.
That's okay.
But I'm just.
Okay, I have a thing here.
You're done. You're out of here. It's okay. It's fine.
Yeah. No, there's a lot of different. There's manipulators that have gotten their way, and then there's master manipulators, which is a whole freaking other level, which I've dealt with.
Yeah. Well, the
Because
thing is,
they
they're scary because
change.
you don't know they've gotten their way until they have gotten their way. And then you start to be able to figure out how they got their way.
When they gaslight you right in front of you, and then they're like, it's like, how most manipulators, if they don't get their way, they find someone that will, or they get violent.
Yep.
And it's, trust me, my brother always got violent with me, so it's like, yay. But, yeah.
I never had my manipulator get violent with me, but she would just double down.
Well, I hope both of your manipulators shit themselves.
Oh, right now he's in a lawsuit for fraud.
Oh, I hope he shit.
After my mom died, he used her credit card twice.
Wow, what a piece of work. I hope he shits
And
himself.
they
in
called
court.
me, and I had to flat out tell them, I do not have access to her bank account. I didn't close it out. He did. He had all access to whatever. I do not have her credit card. He's in Texas. I'm in California. So I flat out said, I'm nowhere near.
That's so low. Like, that's so low.
And they're going, and they called me again and told me that even if they can't get a hold of him, just tell him that he needs, that they're going forward with it with him or not. He's gonna have a judgment against him. And I was like, okay, since my mom died, we have no connection. I do not get along with him, and I do not talk to him. I have nothing. And they're like, oh, okay. I was like, we'll find a different person that's connected to him. I'm like, yeah, great.
You should have just started with that.
Well, they called me and it was from a third party. So I was like, and they left a 3-minute voicemail. That's a long voicemail.
That's a long voicemail.
I'm sorry, what am I supposed to do? Because they gave me a file number or something, and they're like, oh, we're just calling about, your brother, or this person, and they said his name, and I was like, yeah, I'm not in Texas. Because they're like, oh yeah, he lives on this street. I was like, so I guess I called Texas because I'm in California. They're like, oh. I was like, yeah, I have nothing to do with this guy. Good luck.
Gross. Yeah.
That's why I was like, Santo, can you pull him in? Because I'm like, if you try to
have a reason,
bring it. I was like, because you're bringing a definite SP, but come on.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just putting clouds down.
It's pretty cool. No, but
it'll eventually be something. But
yeah, my mom always bailed him out. Like not literally, but like just everything.
That's probably why he felt like entitled to use her card after.
Whoa, and that's what's just so weird. I'm like, why would you not know that that's wrong? Or that they would catch that? If you gave the death certificate, you're the one that sent it in.
Like, you don't get to just do that.
But that's why he thinks he's like, he's
just so entitled.
Yep.
That's rough.
No, it just, I don't know. I was just like, oh, okay. You got no one. You have nobody. And I am nowhere near you, thank God. So.
Yeah, and sit and think about your actions with no one.
Well, my mom used us against each other.
Oh, delightful.
Oh, yeah. To get him out of the house, because he dropped out of high school and then was just there. To get him out of the house, she had to give him a 30-day notice. But then during that 30-day notice, he felt more control, like less in control. So he hurt me really bad. And my mom said, call 911. Get him out. Yep. Press charges. And so I did. And then it's like once court, and I got 3 years restraining order on him. She acted like there was no restraining order, and then he blames me for ruining his life. And they're going on their life like, oh, it was Sarah's decision. I was like, and this is why I'm like, when I thought someone, when she actually helped me, because she would just yell at him, beat him, and then he would beat me for telling. So I get dealt in. It's just a whole cycle. So when I thought she was actually there to help me, she screwed me again. So I was like, you two can have each other.
Yeah.
I'm going on my own.
What did they have?
So that's why I'm like, I know the worst in people, which is sad. That
Yeah, but it also makes you a stronger person in that you can detect it now when it comes.
And that's
you
what
can
I'm
use it
saying
to help keep other people safe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I just feel like telling people on what to learn before they learn it is.
It's great.
Is it? I just feel like I'm telling people or at least hey, you know.
Go ahead. Let's see.
Even if they don't like listen to it actively at the time, it's still a nugget that's placed in the back of their mind. So if it does ever happen to be something that they encounter, they might be able to think about it slightly more critically than they could before if they hadn't have heard something like that.
True.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I just hate how some life lessons are harder to learn because you
Fuck.
the best in people. You know what I mean? You just want the best
Oh,
in
yeah.
people, and then it's like on repeat, and then
Is it so hard for people to be decent people?
and that's what I don't understand. Is that why can't you?
Just say so paranoid. Holy shit.
Why some people just feel it's more like to show your feelings or to show what's really going on is more of a not a flaw, a weakness
Yeah.
because
They're afraid of their own vulnerability because they've never
Yeah.
faced it before.
Yeah, it's a
well,
little.
and that's what predators prey on too. Is if they think you're weak, and that's what's so funny is that the person that's submissive or that's more shares their feelings and everything actually has the power in the relationship or whatever connection. Because
Yeah.
if I didn't give what my brother wanted, like make me a sandwich, I'm like, no, just punch me. So I'm like, what the hell, dude? I'm still not making you a sandwich. Like, I'm really not making it now.
Yeah.
That was our kid. That was our childhood. Yay. So it's just one of those things where it's like, you don't have power unless I give it to you.
That's something that Carmen's had to help me learn over these last 5 years.
Yep. You have that power. And that's what I feel all these scientists feel like they don't have power. Or someone's above, there's a handler that's above them, and then they handle somebody else. But are you really in control of yourself if you also have a handler? Like, there's no control there. It's all like checks and balances of coercive control.
Is it self-determinism when you're getting put through the Pro TRs course?
I didn't like that question.
Because that's what they say it's all about. It's all about gaining back your self-determinism. Meanwhile, you're just learning to control other people and be controlled through 8C.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like in the
He just puts words to define it that are not the right definition or a made up word.
He literally pulls shit out of his ass and tries to say, if you pay me enough money, it's not going to smell. And then you pay him the money and it still fucking smells.
There's one
But
thing
you
I will
can't say
say,
it does.
one piece of Hubbard hypocrisy that like really gets to me, and I don't know why. So he talks about in the student hat, talking about dictionaries and like a proper dictionary should have like definitions, it should have like a pronunciation guide, it should have like the origins of the word, which whatever, fine. Hubbard's dictionaries don't have fucking any of that.
No, of course not.
No.
Why would they? That's work.
And instead his definitions are long and fucking rambly and don't explain anything.
Right.
And then you're
You
told
should
that
explain
because you
what the
don't fucking
flux
get
is.
that part, you have a fucking MU stuck in that definition, and then you got to go on a word chain. And
Yep. And you have a misunderstood word. So then you're longer on the course. It's all a money grab.
Oh, yeah.
It's
my
all
God,
a
could
money
you
grab.
imagine if
And
courses
it's
were by
all your
hour?
fault.
Mm-hmm. Well, and then he's the source. Who came up with that word?
Just remember, Tilty, he is now T for truth.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's all who's the smartest person in the room? Because Hubbard was that.
Oh, I have to vamos. I have to help my grandma with her good night OT 420.
Okay.
Okay.
But
yeah,
thank you
I
for
gotta
having me
head
on.
out. I gotta make sure my daughter got her medicine and stuff.
I'm gonna go to bed.
Yeah, go to sleep.
It is
Yeah.
1:17 in the morning.
Oh
I got
my
school at
gosh.
11:30.
Oh my gosh. Okay, we're getting out of here.
All right.
Goodbye, goodbye. It
Goodbye,
was great
y'all.
to speak to you both.
It was
Thank
great
you
to
so
have
much.
you both
guys.
on.
Good chat.
Peace out.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye, everybody. Wait, why can't I? Oh.